everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I hope you will subscribe and adventure with us. Right now, during the summer, we're doing a series entitled Get It Together and Go, and that is 15-minute recipes that we can do to feed our family and get out the door, or those recipes that we can do once we've been out and about and it will only take 15 minutes to get together. We've already done a few of these, and so if you want to see those, you can just click on the hashtag Get It Together and Go, and you'll see all of those recipes. We have utilized the Instant Pot, we have utilized the air fryer. Now we are going to utilize the stove top. So I hope you're excited for this recipe. You ready for it? We're going to do beef and broccoli, but it's ground beef. Say what? I know, I've never heard of this. I have not made this recipe, but it got shining reviews, like 5-star reviews. I got 1,000 billion quadrillion reviews. And so I was like, I have to make this one. And I love beef and broccoli with all of my heart. And if I can make this with ground beef in 15 minutes, let me just tell you what, this is gonna be a win. I'm gonna put my rice in the Instant Pot for 6 minutes, and it should be done by the time we are done with this recipe. But I'm not gonna show you that part because I've done rice a million times. But I'm just telling you right now, there's gonna be rice, but you're not gonna see it. But we are gonna do the recipe, and we're gonna do it in 15 minutes or less. You ready? My husband's ready. He's starving. All right, let's get it together and go. All right, so the first thing we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna turn on our stovetop. So let's get it, and we're gonna go to medium high. And as you can see, usually I measure out the ingredients prior to getting this ready to go. However, I didn't want to do that today because I wanted to see if it was truly a 15-minute recipe. So before we start, I'm gonna set a mental timer, I'm gonna look at the clock and say, okay, let's see if this is 15 minutes. So you ready? Let's do it. Okay, first thing we need is a pound of ground beef. I'm actually going to double this recipe, so if it takes a little bit more than 15 minutes, that's because I'm doubling it. However, it shouldn't because all of the ingredients are the same. So I'm gonna put it right here into my skillet, and I am using some grass-fed ground beef from Thomas Farms. In the last couple months, we've been using this, and I have been fascinated with its flavor. So if you can find Thomas Farms, really good ground beef. All right, and I'm gonna take my meat chopper, my mix and chop here, and I'm just gonna break up this beef. We are gonna cook this until it's no longer pink. So as that's cooking, we're gonna get together everything else. All right, so to this, we are going to combine 3 cups of beef broth. Remember, I am doubling it, so you don't have to do that unless, yeah, 1.5 cups of beef broth or 3. See, I can do math. It's not my favorite, but I can do it. All right, 3 cups of beef broth, 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, or in my case, 6. So, okay, that is 6 tablespoons of oyster sauce. And we'll give that another little mix with the mix and chop. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, which is 4 tablespoons for me. There we go. 1 tablespoon of honey. And I have my cool little cup. I'll put it at 2 tablespoons and then get my honey. All right, so there's 2 tablespoons of honey right there. 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar, and that's 1 teaspoon if you were just making a single. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And we'll do that twice. See, I almost forgot. 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, and that is 1/2 teaspoon for me. 1 tablespoon of fresh or ground ginger. 1, 2. Oh, you are not actually supposed to put that in yet. All right, if you're using fresh ginger, you would want to wait to put the ginger in because you want to cook it with the garlic in just a few minutes. So, all right, so I guess we just wait until that is cooked through. Let me read the rest of the directions, which I already have read, but I'm reading again as we go. All right, let's go ahead and get our cornstarch slurry ready to go. So here I have my 4 tablespoons of water, and now I will go ahead and put in my 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. And we'll make that into a slurry and just get it ready to go in the pan. All right, this hamburger is almost ready to go. Just a few more little reminiscence of pink. I'm gonna take my fork and I'm gonna make our slurry into an actual slurry. Maybe I let it sit for, oh, there we go. There's a glob formed at the bottom. Let that be a lesson to you. Be sure to mix right away or else you'll get a glob. All right, there we go. We have perfect slurry now. All right, that looks good to me. All right, so the directions say to push our meat off to the side just a little and to add the raw garlic and the raw ginger if you're using raw ginger. If you're not using raw ginger, you could add it with your sauce and that would be fine, but they want that to get a little softer because raw ginger is really hot and spicy. You definitely don't want that. And this is not going to take very long to cook. You don't want it to receive color, you just want it to cook a little bit. So definitely don't burn your garlic. Okay, now we are going to add in our sauce. Add our sauce and our broccoli, which we're using frozen broccoli. We need about 12 ounces or 24 ounces. So let me grab my scale because this is a 32-ounce bag. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna pour that in. All right, let's get that all stirred in there. So we're just gonna let this boil and then simmer for a little bit until the broccoli is warmed through. After that point, we're gonna add the cornstarch slurry and that's it. It has been a little bit over 15 minutes, but that could be because my burner is a little slow, my pan is a little big. It could be anything, but I'm super encouraged that this is already almost done. All right, looks like our broccoli is done, so let's go ahead and add our cornstarch slurry. I'm gonna give it another little mix, and I will just add it right in. And then we'll bring that right back to a boil and watch it thicken. And as soon as it's thick enough for us, it's done. All right, once you're satisfied with how thick it is, we are gonna drizzle in some toasted sesame seed oil. She said about half a teaspoon or so, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. I also have some toasted sesame seeds that I'm going to put on the top when I serve it. All right, you guys. Oh goodness, I hope this tastes great, because if this tastes great, it was a quick dinner. Quick dinner. Love it. All right. And the toasted sesame seed oil was optional, she said, for her. So don't feel like you need to put that in, but we like toasted sesame, so we're putting it in. Okay, let me grab some rice. All right, so let's spoon some of this deliciousness onto our plate. Okay, that sauce looks fantastic. It thickened up really nicely. That looks fantastic. Being that it's ground beef, it's a little, ground beef. But let's sprinkle some sesame on top of it. Time to taste the deliciousness. probably hotter than lava. That's okay. Mmm. Oh, that'll do. Mmm. I kind of miss having, you know, the big chunks of beef, but the flavors are all here. Oh my goodness, that is a great recipe. If you like Chinese food and you don't like it, maybe making it at home because it just takes a little too much effort, that was zero effort. I didn't break a sweat. The only sweat I broke was when my thing was not going very fast. And that wasn't its fault. That's the size of my pan. Oh yeah. That's good. That's really good. If you are a Mongolian beef lover, I do suggest you try this Get It Together and Go recipe from 5hearthome.com. You're amazing. This was a great recipe. Kudos to you. I'm gonna go give it 5-star rating because this is 5-star. The only thing that would make it just a little better would be to add some thick chunks of onion or some carrots inside of it. Green onions. Ooh, I have some green onions. I have some leftover green onions from another meal. So put some green onions on there along with your toasted sesame seed. Whoa, I lost one. And I bet you anything, you just kicked it up a notch. Yep. Don't forget your green onions. All right, you guys, well, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Share it with your friends. Leave me a comment below telling me if you made it and if you did, what you thought. Am I crazy? Is it great? I think it's great. And yeah, until next time, I hope you will continue to adventure in your kitchen. Do something new this week. Do something that you never thought you'd ever try, and then tell me about it. All right, you guys, we'll see you later. Bye. He can't hear me. I'm gonna have to go get him. Before or after I finish? I should probably eat with him. All right, bye.